My name is Jasmine. Welcome to my channel. I am here with a cold. I feel terrible. I feel like crap. I've been fighting this cold for a couple days and it looks like it's almost over. So thank goodness I decided to make a quick little video on how we try to prevent getting sick in our house and what we do when we actually do end up sick. We eat a plant-based diet in our house. It's very close to vegan, although we do consume eggs every once in a while, so not full vegan. But when you eat a plant-based diet, you have your, your vegan haters or your family members who are hardcore meat eaters, and they love to rub your face in the fact that you are sick. They like to tell you that you're sick because you need to eat more steak. Which doesn't make any sense at all. And it's always like this gotcha moment for them. They love it. It's horrible. It makes it embarrassing to be sick. Maybe if you are a vegan, you've dealt with similar kinds of family members. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But either way, we all get sick sometimes. We all, sorry. We all get sick sometimes, especially around this time of year when, cooties are stuck to our kids when they go to the park and they bring them home and sugar is everywhere and it's the holidays and there's stress and sometimes our healthy routines fall to the wayside and we succumb to colds and flus like I did. So typically in our house we try to stay pretty healthy with a regular routine, and in the morning my routine usually starts with some oil pulling. I like to pull with organic coconut oil. It's nothing too complicated. You can look it up online how to oil pull, but you basically just throw a clump of coconut oil in your mouth, swish it around for a few minutes. I kind of crawl out of bed half asleep, put some coconut oil in my mouth, and I go start some tea water in the kitchen and then spit it out. And as soon as I have spit out my coconut oil, I like to scrape my tongue with one of these fancy little thingamajangers. Just simply a piece of metal. Give your tongue a little scrape in the morning. And people kind of think these things are gross, but I think it's gross not to use them. The stuff that comes off of my tongue is disgusting, and I don't want it in my mouth. So I really like my tongue scraper. So I'll typically, oil pull, I'll scrape my tongue, and then I come into the kitchen while my tea water is heating up. I grab some of the warm water, mix it with sea salt, and use a neti pot. These things are great. If you've never used a neti pot before, it might sound a little intimidating. It's not. It's awesome. But I would use it with caution when you're sick. I think as a preventative, it can be fantastic. But if you already have a cold and you have a lot of sinus pressure, you might be having pressure because of inflammation in your face, not necessarily snot. So if you've got a lot of irritation and inflammation, and you go to use the neti pot, all that salt water is probably going to cause more irritation and then inflammation. So use with caution during an illness. If you've got a lot of snot and junk going on up there, the neti pot will probably be really helpful. You just kind of have to go case by case and use your intuition. Be smart about it. So I like to use this in the morning after I've oil pulled. Usually around that time of morning, my tea water is getting ready, or I'll have some warm lemon water with honey, go take a shower, blah, blah, blah. The day starts. These last few days I've been sick, so the routine has changed a little bit. This cold was really achy. Just nasty, headache, really achy muscles, feeling pretty yuck. So to kind of help me through these last few days, I've been taking a magnesium supplement. This is the one that I have. I don't know if you can see that. It's very glary and bright. This is the one that I have at home right now. My husband loves this. A lot of people love this brand. I personally like it okay, but it's not my favorite. I like Ionic Fizz. Ionic Fizz makes a magnesium supplement that I personally believe just works better. It feels better. It tastes really good, and it's a little bit more expensive, but in my opinion, worth the extra money for how well it it works. I said works a lot. I recommend Ionic Fizz, but any magnesium supplement will do for muscle achiness and yucky feeling. It helps you sleep. It's good stuff. Also, these last few days, because I've been feeling so crappy, I've been trying to boost my immune system with this ashwagandha powder. Again, I don't know if you can really read that. It's some good stuff here. You don't need a lot. A little bit goes a really long way. I've been sprinkling about 1/8 of a teaspoon onto my my yerba mate gourd. So I'll fill up my gourd with the loose leaf yerba mate, kind of sprinkle some powder on there, and then sip on it all day. And I've been noticing a difference. It seems to help a lot, and I really, really enjoy it. And usually when I'm sick, I will douse myself in some thieves oil. Essential oils are so popular right now. I'm sure you've heard of this. I will diffuse it, I'll wear it, I'll freaking drink the stuff. I can't get enough. I'm all out of it. So coincidence that I got sick right after I ran out of thieves? Maybe, maybe not. This stuff is amazing. I definitely believe in its healing powers. I love it. I'm out of it. It sucks. I miss it very much. Especially around this time of year, just diffusing this as sort of an immune booster and preventative is a great idea because it smells so good. It smells like Christmas. It smells like you're supposed to diffuse the stuff around this time of year. doTERRA's On Guard would be the similar essential oil to Thieves. I prefer Thieves, but they're both great. And the last thing that I do when we get sick in our house, I mean, I guess not the last thing, but the one of the other things that I do when we get sick in our house is pull this wonderful, amazing book off of the shelf. If you have kids, I recommend this book 1000%. Natural Baby and Child Care by Lauren Fetter. You can go onto my website and in my favorite things page, I'll have a link to this book. You can buy it for under $20. It is fantastic. You can look up specific ailments or symptoms in the book. They have a little chapter here for the common cold. There are chapters for fever, flu, jaundice, nosebleeds, vomiting, even a bunch of diseases I cannot pronounce or have never heard of. It's a fantastic book. You look it up and it has never led me astray. I always feel in charge of my kids' health. I always feel really good about what I read in here. I feel like I can trust it and I love it. I've had it for a while. Highly recommend it. And what else do we do when we get sick? You know, I think we typically in our house like to treat the symptoms rather than just blanketing everything under, you know, cold or flu. We just kind of go with what we're feeling. If we're really snotty and nasty, congested, it's going to be a little bit different than if we're just feeling achy, tired, feverish. My husband, as soon as he knows that any of us are feeling under the weather, he just starts pounding raw garlic. He doesn't mind the taste at all. He will even chew it up, which I can't do. I have to swallow it almost like a pill, but that's one of the things that we do, and it's kept him well for this last week while we've all been struggling with this cold. The kids are sick, I'm sick. He's fine. He's fine. He stinks. He smells like garlic, but he feels great. So that's one of the things that we do when we start to get sick here. But yeah, I think, you know, hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're not sick at all. But if you are, maybe some of this was helpful. Maybe it can help you get back on track if you're feeling a little under the weather. Start pounding some raw garlic. Adopt some of these, you know, products, some of these rituals, bring them into your house and see if maybe you feel a little bit better. I will be doing a video soon on how to prevent illness with food. My fridge is full of immune-boosting foods and vitamin-rich foods and things that I like to reach for when we're not feeling well. And so I'll go through some of those things and what exactly I use them for and how some of those foods can be pretty medicinal. And so stay tuned for that. I hope you are feeling well and I hope you're enjoying this holiday season. I will see you in the next video. Bye.